Have you ever heard people say, "I hate chaos. I just want order in my life"? We all do. We love control. We love stability. We love knowing what's going to happen next. But what if I told you that chaos is not your enemy? That without it, there would be no life, no creativity, no evolution, and no you. Today, we'll explore how complexity science and chaos theory have completely changed our understanding of life, mind, and evolution, and why you should stop fearing chaos and start seeing it as the source of creativity and transformation. Part 1. The everyday misunderstanding of chaos. In daily life, chaos means disorder, mess, confusion, stress. When our plans fall apart, we say, "My life is chaotic." For thousands of years, we've been taught that order is good and disorder is bad. That goes all the way back to Plato, who described the cosmos as perfect order emerging from the chaos below. But modern science, especially from the late 20th century, tells a very different story. In the 1960s, meteorologist Edward Lorenz discovered something revolutionary. Tiny changes in a system's initial conditions could lead to wildly different outcomes, what we now call the butterfly effect. His work showed that chaotic systems aren't random. They're deterministic, they follow rules, but they're sensitive and unpredictable. So chaos isn't the absence of order. It's unpredictable order, a kind of structured freedom. For example, Lorenz's weather model showed that rounding a number from 0.5061 to 0.506 could lead to entirely different forecasts. A tiny change, massive impact. Part 2. What chaos really means in science. In science, chaos describes systems that are non-linear and dynamic. They change in ways that can't be perfectly predicted, yet they create astonishing patterns. Think about the weather, your heartbeat, or the stock market. All are chaotic systems, full of feedback loops, fluctuations, and self-organization. Your heartbeat, for instance, doesn't tick like a metronome. It varies, and that variability is healthy. Too much regularity can signal heart disease. Or your breathing isn't perfectly regular either. It speeds up when you're excited, slows down when you're calm. That variability helps your body adapt. In fact, overly uniform breathing patterns can be a sign of respiratory dysfunction. At the Santa Fe Institute, researchers like Christopher Langton and Stuart Kauffman found something extraordinary. Christopher Langton used cellular automata, simple simulations where cells follow basic rules. Too much order and the system froze. Too much randomness and it collapsed. But at the edge of chaos, it produced lifelike patterns, able to store and process information. Stuart Kauffman found the same in biology. Genetic networks were only adaptive when balanced between order and chaos. That's where life could evolve and sustain itself. Life doesn't thrive in perfect order or total disorder. It emerges in the fragile space. Part 3. Life and mind at the edge of chaos. Take a single cell. It's not perfectly ordered. That would mean it's dead. Inside, molecules are colliding, reacting, fluctuating. It's constant motion, constant change. And yet somehow, all that chaotic activity creates life. The Nobel Prize-winning chemist Ilya Prigogine called these systems dissipative structures. They maintain order through flows of energy and matter, not by avoiding chaos, but by using it. Think of a whirlpool or a flame. Both are stable structures, but only because energy flows through them. Stop the flow, and they vanish. Your brain works the same way. According to neuroscientist Carl Friston and his free energy principle, the brain always tries to minimize uncertainty, but not eliminate it, because too much order, like deep sleep or anesthesia, shuts consciousness down. Too much chaos, like in seizures, destroys it. Your mind literally lives at the edge of chaos, where flexibility, creativity, and awareness thrive. Brain scans show that during creative tasks, neural networks become more fluid and interconnected, a sign of controlled chaos. Part 4. Evolution and creativity need chaos. From an evolutionary perspective, chaos is not a threat. It's the engine of change. Random mutations, the unpredictable part of evolution, are the source of novelty. Without them, natural selection would have nothing to work on. Biologist Stuart Kauffman showed that evolution happens at the edge of chaos, where systems explore new possibilities without falling apart. For example, bacteria exposed to antibiotics mutate rapidly. Most mutations fail, but some succeed, leading to resistance. That's evolution in action. The same is true in the human mind. When you're creating something new, a piece of music, a theory, an artwork, your thoughts enter a chaotic space, uncertain, messy, full of fragments. And that's exactly where creativity begins. As psychologist Keith Sawyer writes, creativity is the disciplined management of chaos. Studies show that improvisational jazz musicians activate brain regions linked to spontaneous thought and self-monitoring, balancing chaos and control. Part 5. Living at the edge of chaos. So the next time your life feels chaotic, when things are uncertain, unpredictable, even painful, remember, it might not be a collapse. It might be a new order trying to emerge. Complexity science shows that chaos and order are not enemies. They are partners in the dance of life. If you seek only stability, you'll never grow. If you avoid uncertainty, you'll never create. The real art of living and thinking is to stay right there at the edge of chaos, where life, mind, and creativity are constantly reborn. Conclusion. Philosophical insights. Chaos isn't the enemy of life. It's the pulse beneath it. Without chaos, there's no movement, no change, no growth. Just like stars are born in cosmic turbulence, not silence. To fear chaos is to fear becoming, because transformation always begins in uncertainty. Nietzsche said, "You must still have chaos in yourself to give birth to a dancing star." So maybe the goal isn't to escape disorder, but to learn its rhythm and dance with it. And in that dance, we don't just survive chaos, we become something new.